And our live lines are open at 266-5483, and once a month we are joined by Dr. Jeffrey White, a pharmacist from the Moore & King Pharmacy in Calhoun. Thank you for your patience. Good morning to you.
Morning. You've already touched on the subject that I was interested in mainly, and that was concerning vitamin E. I read in a magazine article recently that it has a certain disease that can affect the eye from taking a maximum amount of vitamin E over a period of time, and I just wondered if he's aware of this particular thing, and if he could maybe tell us the symptoms, if it's true.
Okay, vitamin E.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the call. Vitamin E, what can you tell us, Jeffrey?
Well, vitamin E is one of the what we call fat-soluble vitamins, vitamins A, D, K, and E. And as we said, the vitamin industry is that there's no true indication as to what the minimum daily requirement, what the maximum daily requirement is, because it is in the vitamin industry and stuff like that, so it's not very regulated. So there's a lot of controversy on that, and also the absorption, you know, that's metabolized in the liver and stuff like that. So a lot of those things, you don't know what the long-term effects of them, you know, whether taking mega doses, what's the minimum dosage you can take and stuff like that. So there's a lot of still controversy out there as opposed to what a person can actually take.
Can you send us some information on vitamin E?
Yeah, what you need to do is wind up calling me and stuff like that, and we can get some information off the computer and maybe fax you some information or something like that. You know, you probably need to give me a call.
I'll give you that number in a moment. Chattanooga, good morning. You're on with Dr. White.
I'd like to know if there are any side effects to Anaprox.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anaprox is naproxen sodium, which is an anti-inflammatory. Basically, I assume maybe you might be taking it for an anti-inflammatory, or sometimes some of the OBGYNs use it for menstrual cramps and things like that. The most important things with the anti-inflammatory, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, is that you want to make sure that you take that particular medication with food. It comes like, what, 275 and 550 milligram tablets. Normally you don't get any problems with it whatsoever unless a person accidentally doesn't take it with food, and then they have the GI cramping and things like that associated with it.
So those side effects, just make sure you take it with food.
You take it with food, it gets it absorbed into your system quicker, and you lessen your chances of having any real major side effects from it.
All right, Chattanooga, thank you for that. Tiftonia, good morning. You're on with Dr. White.
Yes, Dr. White. I noticed things are being measured in IUs instead of milligrams, and I wondered what IU means, and is it the same as the milligram number?
Okay. IU means international units. A lot of times you'll find things like the vitamins or some of the other category things, international products are measured in international units. And the IU units does not convert to the milligrams, you know, because a lot of people say, well, what's the conversion units from IU units? Like you'll find things like calciferol, vitamin D, vitamin A, and things like that are measured in international units, whereas pharmaceutical products are measured in milligrams, micrograms, or grams. So it's just a different measure of units.
Is it becoming popular in the United States, or no, we'll not see it?
Mostly not. It's not particularly popular. Most times you'll see international units when you're talking about a lot of the vitamins, but a lot of the pharmaceuticals, you'll see that the pharmaceuticals are measured in milligrams, grams, and micrograms.
Interesting question. Thank you very much, Tiftonia. Hey, Red Bank, good morning. Your question for Dr. White.
Yes, I wanted to know if there was any side effects to prolonged use of percogesics.
Okay, thank you.
Prolonged use of percogesics. Percogesics is an over-the-counter product for pain and analgesia. Mostly, you can get side effects from anything from using prolonged use. You can get what we call psychological addiction or something, is that when you take a product for a long period of time, do you take the product in anticipation of having pain, or you take the product to keep from having pain? And basically what happens is when you deal with those type of problems, you can get a psychological addiction. So what we recommend to people is that, you know, if you're going to take any over-the-counter medication, you always need to discuss it with your physician, first of all, and then also with your pharmacist where you're purchasing that particular products. And so there can be some kind of establishment as to why you're taking this product on a long-term problem, because you may need to have some kind of medical intervention where you can see a physician to find out maybe you need to step up and have something that's going to control your pain if you're in some kind of chronic pain or
psychological
something like
addiction. Interesting.
Yes.
Hey, Chattanooga, good morning.
Morning. I frequently develop headaches, and they are always behind my right eye. Is that a form of migraine or a sinus problem?
Mm-hmm. That can be a symptom of a migraine or a sinus type of problem. What you want to do is wind up maybe having some kind of medical intervention or seeing your medical doctor to have that diagnose that particular problem, maybe diagnose and get a clear-cut understanding as to what's actually going on there, because sinus problem does have that type of symptom, and also migraine does also.
All right, Chattanooga, good morning. Your question, please, for Dr. White.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I have a 10-year-old child. She comes with a headache sometimes. And I was wondering, should I go by the age or the weight? Dosage used.
For the dosage?
For the
Yes.
dosage?
Okay.
She's a heavy-set child.
Okay.
Heavy-set child.
Okay, then what you want to do is you want to go by the weight of the child and not the age of the child, because you can have two individuals that can be almost the same, they can be the same age and have different weight, and weight is based upon what your body mass is. So when you determine dosage, in medicine, we always determine dosage basically by body surface area, which would be more closely to you for body weight.
Interesting question. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Say some good calls this morning. And a lot of people are experiencing migraine. Can they give you a
Yes.
call and maybe get some information, especially the woman who had the trouble behind her right eye?
Yeah, there's some new therapies that's coming out also. I think the one that people are looking at the most is talking about the Amitrex. So supposedly Amitrex is coming out with a nasal spray that they're going to use for migraine. And supposedly it's going to be a lot faster relief than taking the oral tablet. So that's going to be interesting.
Dr. Jeffrey White, it's always a pleasure. 778-6336 is the phone number. 778-6336. Is that the number at Durling where they
That's
can
an
reach you?
airline. Yes, it is.
All right, so please give him a call at Moore & King Pharmacy. He is always there. Dr. Jeffrey White, it's a pleasure having you on.
Thank you. Thanks,
Once again,
Jed.
congratulations on being the Tennessee Pharmacist of the Year. It's a pleasure having you, sir. Mike Deal, good morning.
Good morning, Jed. No accidents in your way this morning as you make your way your morning commute. We'll give you a reminder, though, there's going to be speed reduction going on starting this morning at about 7 a.m. in the 1000 block of East 38th Street, also on Tennessee Avenue, 5400 block, 2900 block of Dodge, and also on Dodge Avenue, the 1100 block. So keep that in mind as you commute this morning. To get your latest traffic updates as you head into work, stay tuned to KZ 106. And for Eyewitness News Today, I'm Mike Deal.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Once again, 778-6336 to reach Dr. Jeffrey White. Oh, David, good morning. I didn't see the light on the camera. I didn't know if I was on. Take it, buddy.
Good morning to you, Jed, and good morning, everyone. Let's go and take a look at the weather planner for this Friday. A great day it's going to be to kick off the weekend. Sunny to partly sunny skies. Temperatures this morning are in the upper 50s to the low 60s. Temperatures by noontime, mid-70s, low 80s by the rush hour. And for tonight's football games, it looks good. Temperatures will be right around 70 at game time and then dropping to the 50s through the 60s by the end of the game. Coming up in the next half hour, picking the best computer software for your kids and actually making it friendlier for preschoolers. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
'Cause you're in a new town, there's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can